African Circle, and I think that is where he's best suited. He did his bit. He developed Mbeere. He brought them water. He also brought roads, and he did some other classes. When it comes to the current MP, Honorable Geoffrey Kingangi, he has done a little bit on schools, toilets, administrative offices, AC office. We have assistant chief's office. He has done a little. On Matters Road, somehow he has tried. Some of the roads has been upgraded. For example, the Karaba Ria Canal Road, now it's under Kura. It is no longer under the county government. The Gachureri tarmac has been done 7 kilometers, and currently now the contractor is on the site, is moving towards the Gachureri. On our VI Karaba Road, despite having been done short work, there is a contract on the ground who is recarpeting the road. However, it went against our wish. We would wish that the road should be extended from Karaba to Gategi. What I found not right, it is for Honorable Geoffrey Kingangi to go and start a new road, claiming that it's a balance of the the Kiritiri Chiakago Road. That's where I fault him. When it comes to connectivity, the Mwea people and Makema feels they have been they are not well taken care of. I would have wished if we would have started the road from Machanga towards Makema, because we are talking of Embu County Ring Road, and the areas that have not been developed in terms of tarmac, it is Mwea and Makema. We do not have a single kilometer of tarmac in Makema. At least Mwea we have 6 kilometers. When you go and start a new tarmac on an area that has been served with a line of tarmac, to us we feel not good. On the issue of land, Kingangi has beaten below the belt. The issue of the land is a very emotive issue that Kingangi has not handled it in a better manner. And therefore, residents of Mwea and Makema, they don't adequately feel that they have been represented. I remember one time, David, our own Honorable Geoffrey Kingangi, standing in Parliament, on a point of honor, requesting that those who are allocated land at Mwea scheme should be resettled with immediate effect. And I wonder which section of Mbeere he represents. When some sections are not happy, it's like he is dividing us. Therefore, a good leader, it's one who brings people together, sit down and agree amicably and live together. We are not enemies of Mbeere. We are neither enemies of Embu. But with the dialogue and a good understanding, we all live in this Embu County. But the priority should have been considered to the people of Mwea. And therefore, our MP, somehow, he was misadvised on the matters land. When it comes to roads, he promised to upgrade the Gandhi Road, and actually the road was structured, was renamed to be given security road, so that it may be
renamed to?
It was given a security road, so that it may be restructured to go into as per CDF policies. And that is one of the main road that we are looking for, that Honorable Geoffrey Kingangi shall open that road all the way from Nganga to Masinga Spearway.
Do you think it is possible?
Yes, it is possible. However, it is worth noting.
There is a very short span of time.
Yes, it is possible. With the money, we have seen development in Kirinyaga. The stadium has been constructed. 100 kilometers of tarmac road has been done. If the same effort and the same finances are put into Mbeere South, everything is possible. But we also need to understand, Mbeere South is the largest constituency in Embu County. In fact, it carries almost a half of this county. So the 100 million that Kingangi receives, it is the same amount that Moshiri from Manyata and Karemba from Runyenjes are getting, and it compared to the area kilometer square, Mbeere South is quite big. The number of schools that the CDF money requires to address, they are quite many. So this 100 million compared to other constituencies, I think something has to be done on the funding, because it will be very impossible for a single term, for a single MP to realize major development. However, it's also good to credit Kingangi. Within these 4 years, Kingangi has tried a little bit on bursary administration. We have seen him building classes. On matters security, he has constructed a lot of offices for the assistant chiefs and the Minister of Interior. And in fact, he is the one who initiated the Kenchen County Water Project, because of the animal human conflict at Kiambere, at Masinga Dam. So at least he is doing some on water. And we still have water ponds that were recently dug. And we still have a major avidam at Kadhiani. These are some of the projects that are under the national government.
Is it under the county or...
Kadhiani Adidam is under the national government. And since we have the area MP, I think he is the one who is best to oversee.
To add on what my friend Wambua is saying, Mr. Moki, as long as our MP is concerned, Makema and Mwea ones are short-changed development-wise. Let me give you a bit of analysis here from the side of the MP, that is Mavuria Ward, Kiambere Ward, and Beti South. And you see the kind of development he has done in Mwea and Makema Ward. I start with the Nyangwa boys. The last 2 years. In Nyangwa boys, he started a project of 25 million. Gataka Secondary School, he started a project of 3 million. Kabogori, he started a project of 1 million. Gichiche, he did a assistant chief building worth 500,000. Rogogo Secondary School, 5 million. When it comes to Mwea and Makema ones, what I know of as per last year, he did a toilet. It's not a toilet even. It's a latrine at S.A. Gategi Secondary School. He did another one at Bonzoki, I think Bonzoki Market.
Yes.
If I'm not wrong. And as at now...
And there's SEK Mali. Administration block. Class.
Yeah. As at now, he is doing a story building at S.A. Riakanau. That is ongoing. I hear rumors saying that he is doing I don't know if it is a lamp at Bonzoki Secondary School and an administration block at St. Stephen's Kisilo.
Yes.
So when you compare those developments from the side of our MP, he needs to do something as far as Makema and Mwea is concerned. Yeah.
So
about the land issue. Yes.
Tell us.
About the land issue, Makema and Mwea people should wake up and know that Kingangi is an hypocrite as far as that issue is concerned. Because this is our MP who represents Makema and Mwea want people, is our MP, that is Kashoka constituency.
Yes.
Kingangi goes to the parliament, he raises in a point of order and orders that the people who are given land at Mwea settlement scheme should be given their parcels of land.
Yes.
What comes in your mind? What comes in your mind? Our MP is biased. Straightforward.
Sure.
So our people from Makema and Mwea Ward, we should be very careful when it comes to
what about the issue of lawyers? The issue of lawyers.
The issue of lawyers.
Because most of the times people do contributions.
Yeah.
This time unasikia watu wanatoa 1,000 inaenda. The other time unasikia watu tena wanaitwa watoe 1,000 sijui 300 500.
Yeah.
And then after that kesi inapotea.
Hiyo mambo ya kesi, kesi yenye najua ni moja tu yenye ilipeanwa na Mutava Musiemi kwa kilo 10.
Yes.
Hizo zingine tunatoanga pesa. Mimi I'm a resident of Scheme.
Yes.
My house is in Scheme. I reside at Scheme.
Yes.
So tunatoanga pesa. Kuna kikundi tuko nayo inaitwa Pramondo. Inaitwa kuna kikundi tu Pramondo na we have clusters from that side, Makema side, because majority of residents for Skimu are from Makema. So there is that money we contributed, 2,000 per each home, and it amounted to a lot of money.
Sure.
What I don't know is where the money went. I cannot answer that question because I'm not aware. I'm not aware where the money went. What I hear from, what I hear and see from the internet is that the money was misappropriated by Honorable Ndiso Malamu and Makema MCA, that is Honorable Zangi.
Yes.
Of which I doubt.
You doubt?
I'm not sure. So, given a benefit of doubt, I will confirm.
And why do people get so bitter when they hear issues to do with Lenny Kivuti on the land?
As far as Lenny Kivuti is concerned, on matters Mwea land, Kivuti has a company called Geomap.
Yes.
It is said that Geomap is the company which did the Mwea settlement scheme subdivisions.
Yes.
That is why we don't like that name as far as residents of Mwea and Makema. Period.
As a resident of scheme,
yeah,
did you see or were you informed of the subdivisions of the land, or how did it happen? Or you just came out and heard it was already done, demarcations were done, subdivisions were done? Did you hear the process?
My friend, there was nothing like anybody informing us about the subdivision. What we wake up to was people from Embu County coming with a lot of vehicles to beacon the land.
Yes.
We were not informed. So, I also wonder, we have a representative at the county level, that is the area MCA.
Yes.
And here are people coming from the same county, we sent him.
Yes.
Then there is something which needs to be done as far as the MCA and his residents are concerned. We need to talk. There is a gap between the MCA and the residents because some things cannot be discussed when the MCA is not aware and he is in the county. So the MCA owes us some explanation.
When I talked of Lenny, there's a time people from this other side, Mbeere South and Embu, they were even issued with title deeds. And the campaign was all about this land. And does that thing never went on well? The title deeds were deemed to be invalid, null and void. Does that mean then that is why these guys from Mbeere are so bitter about this issue of the land of Mwea?
This matters land is not an easy one.
Tricky one.
It's not an easy one. This issue was done politically.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, because you can see majority of the people who had titles were from Mbeere North. Not from our area.
Yes.
So
and
that is where politics comes in now. Yeah, you can see you can clearly see even the people who went those titles, majority of them did not come from our area. And again, you ask yourself, are these people serious with whatever they are doing? Like now I have a relative in Runyenjes. He has a title deed of scheme.
Yes.
He don't know where the scheme is, and he has the paper.
Yes.
So you wonder, which country are we living in? How can you have a title of a land which you don't know where the land is? What is this?
Mysterious.
Yes, very mysterious and awkward. Yeah.
Mr. Wambua.
Yes, David.
If you look at the list that was in the social media, you can see some guys had huge chunks, like 42 hectares of land. Do you think the subdivisions or I don't know what we can call it, was fair? Was it fair?
Land is a devolved function that it should be undertaken by county government. And the issue of subdivision and beneficiaries and identification started way back in 2013.
Yes.
However, the process was not that quite clear. It wasn't fair because the residents were not fully involved. And I don't remember whether there was enough public participation. It was just a few people were involved. Council of Elders.
Yes.
And some of our leaders. This is an issue that went through the County Assembly of Embu. It went through all the stages and the processes that are required by law. However, the residents were not adequately informed. And therefore, when the pronouncement of the land has been subdivided and it was in the final stages of the beneficiaries being brought to their farms, that is where the chaos erupted. And our former MCA, who happened to be the leader of majority, he had a big take in the whole saga. David and Wilson,
Yes.
I wish to remind you, Senator Lenny is a proprietor who owns Geomap.
Yes.
He undertakes big projects. And the demarcation of Mwea scheme is one of the smallest things that he could undertake. However, I understand as like a person and an entrepreneur, I also have side hustles. Despite being personal assistant to Honorable Allison, I also rear chickens, and I do sell eggs, and I also meet with other people selling eggs. And if Lenny Kivuti was given that tender of land demarcation, he did nothing wrong to the people of Mwea and to the people of Embu. He was given a job that maybe he was well paid, and I have no issue with that. But I have issue with the previous leadership and the leadership that we have currently, that is, it is not addressing the land issues. When it comes to the beneficiaries, we have several versions. We have the first version of list of beneficiaries, second and the third. Some of these versions were politically instigated. However, we have the original document. There was these differences between the beneficiaries. Some got very little sizes of land, and others got hundreds of hectares. And that's why we have Ngome who went to put a petition, and which they were front runners and the beneficiaries of this scheme. But because they were not satisfied because of those people who got big lands, that's where we ended up with a petitioning the land, the big land beneficiaries. That is land beyond 5 acres. So, Bwana Mwaki, me being a resident of this area, I'm now on my 40s. My father doesn't have a land. We live on our grandmother's portion because my Omau had 3 wives. And he got 10 acres. There's little 3 acres. That is my dad, my uncles, that is where we live. And when this scheme used to be here, I used to hear this land is ours. However, it was under the custody of the default county council. Nanye nesi kitaka kiene kitu na nesi teka amba kuwaiwa. And I had a lot of hope when that time come. Tondu tuyawa mundu anenga wa munda mundu wekibeti. Nanye ne kibeti. Tata eno mau. It was done in a very shambolic way. The beneficiaries were not well identified. And actually those who missed land during the previous demarcation, some were left out. It was done politically. Our leaders messed up. Some were involved and they have been adequately messed. However, it is worth noting, tuko na traitors wengi sana kwa leadership ambao tuko nayo. It is a man eat man society. Our leaders, they are the one who are disturbing the residents. Our people are desperate.
Sure.
And it is out of this desperation that they are giving money. Every time when they are being told there is a new lawyer and we have to win this case.
Yes. Yeah.
And they are never given feedback of the court proceedings. Therefore, our people have lost over 10 million because of desperation. Every time they are kept on circles. They are being wanauziwa woga kila wakati. And unajua mtu akiwekwa woga ana ako desperate. Kwa hivyo akiambiwa toa pesa atatoa. Hatuna lingine la kufanya. But we have one slogan. Umaba hatu kayetuni.
Yes.
Another person should not be brought into our land where we are there.
Yes.
So let us be given first consideration, and there is no a better Kenyan than any other Kenyan. Therefore, mundu wake ite scheme na wena investment scheme apatiwe priority. Then let the visitors come. And therefore, Mwea people are peace loving. There is nothing like Mwea and Makema. This is Mwea region. Mwea ni moja. Kwa hivyo there is no Mwea and there is no Makema. We all live under one region in Embu County called Mwea. We are peace loving people. And actually we live, Mwea is cosmopolitan. We live with Embu, we live with the Mbereans, we live with the Luos, Luyas, Somalis are all here. And therefore tusiambiwa hati sisi kuna ukabila ama nini. Sisi ni wapenda amani. Yes.
Thank you. Bwana Kisisio.
Yes.
Hii issue ya land unaona kama itaisha lini? Ama
acha nikwambie ukweli. Kuna kitu
every leader anakuja akitu promise.
Acha nikwambie. Wanasiasa before Wakoli alisema sisi wanasiasa ni kama shetani. If we can understand that well, we will know about these people. Hawa watu wanatuuzia uoga mambo ya scheme, ndio tukae tukiwachagua wakituambia tutashughulikia hii mambo ya scheme, tutashughulikia hii mambo yenu, tutashughulikia hii mambo yenu. Now you know, as my friend Wambua said, people are desperate. Look here. We are now 40 years. We are in this land. We have built our houses there. We have invested a lot of resources there. So now, at 40, where do you chase me to go? Our leaders should unite from the top. That is from our MP, kutoka MP, kutoka kwa senator, kutoka kwa nani, up to yule wa chini. Waongee hii maneno kwa meza, ana kwa hana, mchana, wacha kwenda kujificha kwa hoteli huko Masinga. Tusuluhishe hii maneno ya scheme, tumalizane nayo once and for all. That's it.
Na hawafanyi public participation.
They don't.
And let me ask you. So mtu atakuja na issue ya campaign story ya land huyo amumweki mahali.
Huo tutapiga mawe. Hakuna kupembelezana.
So this time there is no issue at you are campaigning for guys.
Not at all.
Wow.
Hao tutatandika kutandika. Mambo ya mashamba tusiambiwe. What we need is titles. Period. Yeah, what we need is titles. We are tired of this scheme issue. Every year campaign comes, elect me, I'll take you to scheme. I'll give you scheme titles. The same happens to Mbeere North people. They are promised scheme land, and the scheme land is in Mbeere South. So, you know, our leaders are creating more problems with our land. So maneno ya shamba tusiambiwe.
Na hii issue ya Kirinyaga County also wants to get part of this land. Hii issue nayo mnaiona aje?
Unajua hivi, hii Mwea scheme, there used to be a ranching scheme. And our brothers from Kirinyaga side, they were shareholders. And they were members of the scheme. And even they had top leadership positions in scheme, the likes of Akinamboito and others. And therefore, they imagined having got shares of the ranching scheme, entitled them to be beneficiaries of the land. And since Mwea, historically, it's part of Mount Kenya, I think somehow they may be considered, because you see, Kambas came here at around early 90s. And
90s?
Yes, early 90s. That is when our great-grandfathers came to settle.
Early 90s or 20s?
in early
1920s.
no 1900.
Yes,
Oh, good.
1900.
Yes, early
yeah.
1900s.
Yeah.
That is when they were welcomed by the Kikuyu community, and actually they were born. They were reborn in Kikuyu customary.
But nasikia Mbeere were the first. There is a chief from I don't know where. Mwenye anasemekana alikuwa na control.
Anaitangwa Kombo Munyiri.
Yes, Kombo Munyiri.
But do you see, David, Mbeere people are very clever. They are looking for a way of getting into Mwea. But historically, we used to have Chief Njega wa Kioko.
Yes.
Who happened to, on the other side we had the Chief Kombo wa Munyiri.
Yeah, yes.
And the boundaries was somewhere past Makema towards Machanga.
Yes.
And when we are talking of scheme, historically Mbeere didn't have interest in scheme. They only kept beehives.
Yes.
And the natives, the Kambas, used to graze and doing some activities. My great grandfather, Adhiki Robaya Machamba.
Okay.
And in 1950s, during the emergency time, that because that is our history we are being told, our people used to live in scheme.
Yes.
This scheme was only conserved when Rajing scheme came during this famous time of Muzungu used to be called Ngandi. That is when the time scheme was conserved. There was a Rajing scheme was put in place. There used to be water, cattle dip, and other developments. David, hii upuzi tuache. Mambo ya mashamba ya Mwea yaongewe na watu wakiwa sober.
Sure.
Wanasiasa should get out of this. Let us bring our people together. Let's table the facts.
Yes.
Let those who are supposed to benefit benefit in a fair way.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not the first land to be adjudicated or rather to be given by this government. We have an able government.
Yeah.
And I thank Interior CS, Honorable Matiang'i,
Yes.
for what he did. Our people were killed.
Yeah.
They were injured. And we suffered because of what happened. Because of just a few mafisi wa mashamba. That should not be repeat. Recently, we had Dungune incidents.
Yes.
Properties were destroyed. People were beaten, including our Mheshimiwa King'ang'i.
Yes.
He was beaten and he actually alilala kwa sema. Akiwa na watu wake.
Nilifurahi sana vile.
Walinyoroshwa. Walinyoroshwa. And which is also good. Ona Kenenge. Yes. He tested what the residents have been getting.
Yeah.
So hii kitu haikuwa haikuwa scripted.
No. King'ang'i, our MP, came to give support to our people, but unfortunately he came the wrong time. And that's how he found himself
The
in a cell somewhere, enjoying free things.
Sawa.
Yes.